Hey guys, welcome back to TGN's King of the League. I'm Caisha here with MF Pallytime. Say hi.
You sound so happy when you... Oh.
That is him saying hi there. Okay. What happened?
I just saw a flash. I just saw a flash happen.
Who flashed?
Lysandra popping them flashes.
Lysandra flashed. Probably was typing and wasn't really paying attention. I guess, to the fact that enter was open. I've done it before. Hopefully everyone else has done it before, or else I'm going to look like an idiot.
I've never done it before. I am a perfect player in every regard.
You are a perfect player, clearly, unless you're not playing Twitch or Cho'Gath.
Or any of the other characters that I play.
Or any of the other characters that you play. Fiddlesticks. Alright, so right now we have the teams, the Elite 5 and Bodil40's. I think it's Bodil40 rules, I believe.
Sounds right.
I don't know if it's team or rules, but yeah. So obviously the red team, purple team are Bodil's guys, and the blue team is the Elite 5.
All right.
There you go. So that's all we got right now. It looks like they've done a little bit of a lane swap here. They've got a Leona and Caitlyn top lane versus maybe a Rise. I can't tell if the Rise is going. Looks like he's going top. So interesting. So they're doing something. The little pros are doing a little bit. They're doing some lane swaps, I guess, to just guarantee that first early tower. You know, good. I don't know, shutting down Rise.
Is that the point of the lane swap? Just to try to get that really early tower?
Yeah, it's just to completely dominate and either shut down a solo laner, or get force into the mid game early by getting that first tower and allowing them to roam. A lot of teams, what they'll do is they'll get the first tower and then they'll swap back to bot lane.
Yeah.
So
who do you think would hold up better to that aggression, Rise or Renekton?
Definitely Renekton. Renekton's kind of a beast early game, and he's kind of naturally tanky. Rise is great, but
I feel like it takes a while for Rise to be great. He doesn't start out great. I mean, he's already out of mana already. Look at him. He's having to use potions already.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, both teams have a fairly strong AD carry support matchup. I mean, you got Caitlyn, Leona. It's a pretty dominant, aggressive lane. And then you've got Janna and Varus, which are just, I mean, that's just not fair. I feel bad for them. It's just not fair. So, but you see a lot of Renekton's, 2v1 lanes. They're mostly okay. Yorks are great for 2v1s and stuff like that. But, I mean, I don't know if they were prepared for it. Who knows? So, I guess we'll find out.
I have a funny joke about York.
Okay.
York walks into a bar. There is no counter. Oh, Renekton gonna die under the tower. The first blood going to Varus.
Meanwhile, during that terrible joke, you missed the first blood. Good job.
I talked about it. It's fine. At least looking to get a gank up top. Leona landing the Zenith Blade. At least gap closing in. Are they going to chase Rise under the tower? It looks like it. At taking an extra tower hit, and that is going to be the end of her.
That was an excellent gank. That was an excellent setup, but I have to wonder why Bodil or Caitlyn didn't really, go in with them. I mean, I felt like maybe there was a little bit of a disconnect, but that was clearly...
Did Maokai root a minion there? Did I see that correctly?
I don't know.
Flash over the wall into a minion root. New meta. New meta.
Hey man, don't underestimate the power. I mean, hey, he minion blocked Leona. That's what he was doing.
Okay.
He was like, listen, I don't need to root Leona. I just need a minion blocker, and it's good to go. Oh.
Could be a very easy kill for them here. Maokai did land the root, and it was followed up by Rise's root, but she just kind of walked away.
Yeah, she was like, bye guys, I'm gonna eat, and then just leave, and hopefully go back. So,
so you didn't like my York joke, huh? It was like the best joke I've ever come up with in my life.
Did you come up with that, or did you actually steal it from someone else?
No, I stole it from Cromar. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, that is so true and accurate. Now, Leona did go bot lane. It looks like Renekton is going to be switching up to top now. I hope he's not going to walk the whole way there. That is a long walk. His legs are going to be tired.
Yeah. He's just going to be like, you know what, I need some exercise, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go for a walk there. All right. So that's good stuff. It looks like Rise using his teleport up top just to push that tower a little bit. I have to question why they went ahead and sent the traditional bot lane back down bot, because they didn't really get any advantage. You know?
No,
I mean,
no,
they were just
didn't.
like, you know what? Never mind, JK, we're not gonna do that. You know. I guess they decided that probably wasn't a good idea for their setup, or they just felt more comfortable going bot lane versus these people.
So what do you think about Jaina versus Leona bot lane? Because I've played Leona a few times, and I struggle to make anything happen against a good Jaina player.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this before in a previous cast, but Jaina is definitely a counter to Leona in terms of support, just because Leona will E, and then you'll be like, LOL, Q, and then that's it. You know, there's not much you can do. Like, it just basically stops her. She doesn't get her stun. She doesn't get the distance. She doesn't get anything. So if you're a good Jaina player, there's not a whole lot you can do. You know, because there's so many disengages from Jaina. Or if you're,
Ryze is getting stunned under the tower right there. Is going to turn on Renekton for a little bit of damage, but not enough to seal the deal. He doesn't have Ignite or anything, so it wouldn't have been worth pursuing that, I don't think, especially against a Renekton.
Yeah, let me see. You know, what's funny is that even though they lane swapped, the CS for both the top laners and the bot and the AD carries are relatively even. I mean, Varus is a little bit ahead, but you don't really see a whole lot of difference. I mean, Ryze and Renekton are just kind of like the same thing. So I'm just kind of curious, because usually in that matchup you see a discrepancy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you shouldn't. Like, ideally, you know, the top laners should have the same. If you're doing it right, should have the same amount of farm. Ideally.
Oh, they are dropping the exhaust in on Leona. Varus hitting him with his slow, but Leona's just going to walk out of range like it's no big deal. Elise is coming for a gank as kind of a follow-up bot lane. Will Caitlyn notice? It is being pinged by the enemy team to fall back. Elise going in with the gap closer on Jaina, doing a little bit of that burst damage.
That was a great E from Elise escaping
was.
that tornado, but not quite enough, missing that stun there. But that's okay.
Not enough of a follow-up. Not enough of a follow-up.
Not enough of a follow-up, and if Elise maybe hit that stun, it would have been a much different story. Jaina would have at least died. And then Bodil is now 6, so hopefully he will be able to ult soon. So
well, it is
maybe a good Q on Jaina.
Oh, like that? Oh, still not quite enough. That shield.
Almost, not quite. I was hoping maybe a couple more. Make her use her shield. Oh, we got a little bit of a counter jungle here. Malachi going and going, what? I'm just taking a little baby Wraith.
Renekton popping his ult up top. It looked like he wanted to trade head-to-head with Ryze. Ryze is following him into the bush! Do not chase alligators into bushes. But Victor...
You should know that. You're from Florida, right?
I do. Victor.
Oh!
Dropping more Florida things on top of that alligator. Dropping storms.
Storms. Oh, that is a play that would make even Hingis happy. I mean, you know, Victor, I think he's made it known as his buddy. It's his buddy. He loves Victor.
Definitely.
And he loves when he just kills people with his ult, just right on top of him, just done.
Oh, Lyssandra's deciding to ult herself there. And Victor did do the right play to drop down his stun right on top of her ult, but she is going to get out completely fine. Wow, I'm amazed at that.
Welcome to her jukes. That was an excellent setup from Malachi and Victor.
I thought so too.
They had it going. You know, she did make a little bit of a play mistake by choosing to ult herself. But, you know, she survived, so who cares?
We say it's a play mistake, but she got out completely scratch free. So, I mean, I guess it worked out just fine.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining.
I was complaining. I was mad.
But yeah, it was also an excellent E from this Elise player. I'm impressed by her setup right now. So good job from the Elise jungling point at this instance. So interesting, Renekton choosing to go Hex Drinker first versus a Ryze. That's not a bad choice. And a Victor. So, I mean, I'm not a Renekton player, but I know that that item is probably fairly good for any, you know, for anyone, especially Renektons.
I would imagine it's pretty good for him, too. We do have another engagement in the mid lane. Oh, Lysandra already using her juke and is caught under the storm. What's the official name of that ability? I don't know.
Well, you can always check.
I am. Chaos Storm. Oh, that's appropriate. They named that adequately. We might have another gank going down top here. Not to interrupt you, I apologize.
How dare you?
I know.
Elise apparently realizing or being pinged to realize that there is a ward, and she walked right through it. So, good. I don't know if it's good communication that she had to go all the way up to find out that there was a ward there. That irritates me as a jungler. When I come down, I sit in a bush, and the support or whoever is like, "Oh yeah, that's warded."
So that thing I do all the time, that irritates you? Is this how we're getting that out? Is this how you're venting to me?
No, it's not at all. It's not at all. No, it happens a lot in ranked games in general. Like, I'll go stand there for like literally like 5 seconds and just prepare. It's like, okay, yeah, it's probably warded. And then eventually the support's like, oh yeah, that's warded.
Oh, Maokai is going for a gank bottom lane. Leona and Caitlyn a little bit out of position. He decides to use his root on Leona. I don't know if that was the smartest choice. Caitlyn already under the tower. I think they might get away just fine. It depends how much they want to pursue this. Varus is diving deep. Oh, he is going to pick up the double kill here.
Oh.
There we go.
Wow.
And, oh, he flashed but still got taken by the tower.
Oh, Leona shut down.
Now that kill did go to...
Maokai,
it did go to Leona.
Just with his life, though, too. I mean, Bodil was like, look, Maokai has the tower aggro. I'm just going to throw a couple... Oh, nice.
Look at that ult. That was great.
That was a great ult. Good job, Lysandra. That's a great ult. That was good. Oh, what are you staying? No, don't stay.
Staying's bad. Don't stay.
Staying is bad.
Yeah, that's right. Go. Just
go.
No. Go back. Go back.
Lysandra, go the other way.
What are you doing?
Oh, no.
Oh. I swear, it's like we're fortune tellers or something. We can see the future.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
So what do you think of the score right now? It's 8 kills in favor of the blue team, but the gold discrepancy is not that big of a deal. They're pretty close on gold still.
No, it's not, and that's mainly because the farm is a little bit to the advantage of Bodil's team right now, especially mid lane. Lysandra is definitely beating Victor. You know, I'd like to see some objective control from Bodil's team. That would be awesome. If that could happen, then they could definitely overcome the whole kill deficit, because it's really only kills right now. I mean,
yeah.
They're up a tower. You know, if they can get maybe up another dragon or another tower, it would be a good idea.
Renekton noticing that Ryze doesn't have any of that blue bar that he needs so badly, but he's not going to be able to secure the kill. He is going to get sandwiched here by a Maokai going in with the root. Oh.
Yeah, he definitely sensed something was amiss. That's what happened there. He was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't chase that guy. I probably shouldn't chase a Ryze into a bush. I'm just saying. I mean, I got him that first time. I can't imagine that happening again. Looks like he's just going to wait it out, wait for people to leave, and then come back, and then maybe dive on to Ryze. I would love to see that. Oh, Renekton, if you could do that, that would be very
I don't know why Ryze would stay, though. He is recalling, because he doesn't have any mana. Out of mana, Ryze is useless. It's useless.
Well, you would just... The only reason to stay would be to push the lane, push the minion wave to the tower to deny him that XP. That's the only way that's the only reason you would do that. You would stay without any mana, and such a little bit of low health. But yeah, it looks like they might lose their first tower. Maybe not.
Lysandra, questionable choices there again. Decided to use her flash before that fight started to get into range.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of those things where maybe she was trying to flash ult and realized that her flash didn't bring her into range. I don't know, but I just... Obviously sacrificing herself to protect that tower did not end up going the way she had planned.
Because, of course, the tower died.
Directed
camera did not want me to see that.
And she died. And she died herself. So, I mean, she's definitely dominating in terms of CS. but it's not translating to, kill power. So hopefully that they can overcome that. She is going a bit of a defensive build. Initially, she's building that Abyssal Scepter early on, which you saw a little bit of, mid-season 3. They were, people used to do just Rabadons first or whatever, and then they slowly started doing more Abyssal Scepter. And I haven't seen people build Abyssal Scepter first in a while. So I guess the Victor is fairly scary right now at 3-0-1.
Rise is getting pincered up top, but Victor is in a perfect position to help his buddy out. And that's a 2-for-0 exchange right there.
That's rough. I mean, that Victor's doing his job. He's roaming to get kills. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. He's been up top a couple times. And got some kills, of course, on Lysandra, but mostly he's just been going top and making sure that that stuff is reinforced. And it's obvious that that's part of their strategy. I mean, they've got a pink ward up top. Oof. And a Janna dead.
And a pink ward up top and a Janna dead. Caitlyn is getting ulted by Varus, but she is backing out of the fight. Leona choosing to engage Varus further under the tower. That may cost her life.
It might cost her life, but if Bodil had just been a little bit...
that Leona's health. No.
He got zoned pretty hard. And the teleport's coming out, but Bodil sees
from
it.
Rise.
He's running away. He's like, see ya.
That was a good reaction time. It was a good reaction time because Rise even used his flash there to get in range, and Caitlyn just backed up. Just backed right up.
I mean, and that's all you can ask from her. So this at least looking to make something happen. I don't know if she's going to be able to. Definitely the Elite 5 is... They are massive boarding right now.
The burst!
Chunk. Wow. Welcome to Rise, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's just... Bodil wasn't ready. He was like, what? People aren't used to Rises, like, in general. Even if you play against him all the time, you're still shocked at his
Oof. Elise did get kind of sandwiched in the wrong jungle there. And that will give Varus another kill. I would like to mention the gold discrepancies in between the AD carries. Varus is sitting at 117 farm, Caitlyn at 102. But Varus is almost at 6,000 gold, and Caitlyn is only at 4,500.
Yeah, I mean, that happens. I mean, that's why you give AD carries kills, They need that money. And unfortunately, that early turret from Bodil's team didn't exactly work out the way they had planned because they didn't necessarily capitalize on it. I still think that they probably should have kept their bot lane or their support AD carry up top a little bit longer instead of swapping them down. But, hindsight's 20/20.
This should be a fairly easy dragon. I'm sorry not to interrupt you again, but there's no way that can be contested.
No, I mean, look at the ward coverage from the Elite 5.
Absolutely.
I mean, all down around Dragon, bot lane. It is clear where their priorities lie, and that's in shutting down the Caitlyn. And I can't blame him. I mean, Caitlyn is scary, But I do have to wonder why they're not focusing more on top lane, because that's obviously being pushed quite a bit. Looks like Renekton maybe is gonna go say hi to Rise again. No, go for it. Do it.
Rise again, caught without any mana, but Victor is moving in, possibly going to pick up this Renekton kill. Renekton being forced to pop his ult in order to get some more of that survivability. And now he sees Victor. He is caught in the stun, but decides to flash out, and he is going to get the kill on Rise.
Nice.
Oh, meanwhile, Elise dies.
Elise going down again at her blue.
Oh, wow. Maokai in there just doing so much disruption, but his team just got too spread out. And he may pick up a kill here on Caitlyn, but I don't know. They have so much CC.
Oh my god.
Oh, the present! Oh! What you know about Christmas, Caitlyn?
What?
Oh, that was a good gift.
Wow. That was Bodil almost getting away there, too. And then just... I mean, that's every Maokai's dream right there, is to get a present kill. Anyway, we missed the kill up top because there's so much happening, at that blue. That was insane. That was crazy. I mean, I don't want to say comeback yet. I mean, I don't want to say it, but
You just said those words.
But I just said the words, you know. But no, the victor, Equinox, was just he's just beast moding it. I mean, he's making Hingis proud. I'm gonna have to make sure that Hingis watches this VOD so he can get some skill tips from Equinox. I mean, I think so. I mean, he's the team captain of the Elite 5, you know. Talk with him quite a bit in emails, you know, and I had no idea that he was such a beast mode victor.
Well, you know why he's so good? It's because he has a skin. That's the only explanation.
That's definitely it. That's definitely it. Varys using Janna's wards to his benefit. They're getting a nice Q onto Caitlyn, but you know, nothing much can come of it. Just some extra poke.
I'm surprised the teams are still so spread out. I mean, this is the part of the game where I think they'd be grouping up, pushing lanes hard.
It's definitely into mid game.
Yeah,
definitely in the mid game. But I mean, I think that they recognize, or at least Bodil's team recognizes that they are far behind, you know, in terms of kills. Even though, you know, the goal discrepancy isn't as bad as it could be. So I think that they're just trying to play defensive, farm up, and go from there. That definitely seems to be what they're doing. I would like to see Bodil go down and clear that wave, but I think that they are aware. Yeah, see all the pings going down. They know that they're in their jungle, and they're scared, and rightfully so.
And rightfully so.
Little do they know, though, that Maokai is in no shape right now to be present. There's lots of pings going down from the Elite 5.
Oh, this could be a dangerous team fight. All the ults going down. A fairly good Leona ult, but she just gets melted. Elise trying to escape now, but Ryze picking up the double kill on her.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad.
You know, that's questionable. I have to question that whole route. It looks like they might pick up a Maokai kill here, though.
Nope.
Maybe, possibly. Or
nope. Maokai's like, "What's up? You want to walk in my circles?" Apparently, they didn't want any of that.
That was a little questionable. I have to question again why they chose to go through the jungle to get to the tower. I think they definitely should have gone either via their base or around the edge of their jungle. They knew that the Elite 5 was in their jungle around their blue, and then they walked in there anyway to get the farm. So that's a little bit questionable. Just FYI, guys, for teams in general, if you notice that there's a lot of farm by a tower, you know that someone from the other team is headed there to clear the wave at some point, right? So you can chill and wait for them, and ambush them like that, just like what just happened there.
So is that part of your secret powers as a woman? Your mind reading powers? I mean, is that general knowledge, or is that just a woman thing that you're doing right now?
I'm pretty sure that's general knowledge. That's nothing too fancy.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing too fancy.
All right.
I mean, it might surprise you because you're just a lowly person. You're a man.
I get told where to go, and I go there. I'm the best kind of man.
Well, it's good. It's good. It's a nice E from Lysandra. Nice play from Bodil's team right there. Little, you know, I mean, we haven't talked about it a little bit, you know, but Lysandra definitely making up for her.
Oh wow, she is, isn't she?
And now she's 4-3-0. She is on a rampage. So maybe she can make something happen.
Only if she gets away from this Maokai right now. Almost getting picked off by the Varys Q. Wow.
That was a little tricky with that E right there from I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Ryze pushing that tower deep. He needs to be careful. Renekton, when he has to chase you, he could chase you.
He can chase you, but Ryze is tanky enough. He's got mana.
Oh, God. Oh, Caitlyn.
I don't know. Oh.
Caitlyn. What happened? What happened to your health, Caitlyn?
Oh. It went bye-bye.
It did. Varys wanted that. Elise is going to initiate on this Ryze finally, but Renekton's health, it might be too low. He is going to pop his ult. He is dropping stuns, trying to make sure they can pick up this kill. He had to back off, and Elise did get the kill.
Again, I'm continuously impressed with the Elise. You know, she's 1-5, but she's still. It's like she's making stuff happen. You know what I mean? I mean, she might not be successful in what she's doing, but she's had some really good ganks. You know, they just haven't resulted in anything fruitful. You know, but she's. You know, I'm still impressed with her. I know people are gonna be like, "Why are you impressed with a 1-5 Elise?" It's like, well, because numbers aren't everything. You know, you haven't seen the ganks that have happened that have maybe failed, and stuff like that.
She's had good map presence this whole game.
She's had good map presence, exactly. And then Lysandra finishing off that Rabadon's, I think that is an excellent item for her right now. I mean, as long as Bodil's team can protect her, she's obviously the one that's going to do most of the damage right now. Bodil picking up a Bloodthirster, and it looks like he's going to try to finish off an Eye Edge as soon as possible.
No.
It's a little bit out of order.
I was going to say, what do you think of that decision? I mean, the Infinity Edge on Caitlyn, she does so much critical hit damage with those headshots.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that pure damage items like the Bloodthirster, blood damage sustain, they're not the best for first pickups. You know, for Caitlyn, most Caitlyn players, they'll go in Infinity Edge. Little does Bodil's team know.
A fantastic ult going down there on Jaina to hit the entire blue team, but they are just getting vaporized by this Varus Victor combo.
Yeah.
Wow. That was so much damage in so little time.
That was unfortunate. I mean, Bodil's team wasn't aware that, that bush was warded, and they paid the price for it, unfortunately.
They did.
Again, ward's OP.
Oh, the surrender.
Nice. Okay, all right. There's a surrender.
Okay.
I guess they just recognized that they were a little too far behind, and that was that. All right.
They didn't. Well, they didn't even dive the well. I would have dived the well if I knew they were surrendering.
They weren't even.
You have to say my trademark with me before this is done. You have to say, "Well, this was fun," and then you say, "This was fun too." Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll wait.
This is fun.
There you go. We can call it a video now. Go ahead and finish your outro. You're doing great.
All right, guys. We'll see you again for game 2 up next.